and welcome to the Probably Not Show, your source for movie reviews, news, everything in between, and everything out of between. I am Jacqueline.
I'm Brendan Bailey.
I'm Marcel. And we probably haven't had pizza in like 2 weeks.
We really need some pizza.
We need pizza.
Anyway, this is probably a review of Promised Land, a new film by Gus Van Sant.
Let's get in.
Let's get fracking. Frack away.
It's the
Take a frack at it. Hi everybody, today we are reviewing Promised Land, featuring Matt Damon, John Krasinski, directed by Gus Van Sant, and based on a story by David Eggers. It's about a natural gas company that comes into a small town, tries to convince them to take part in their natural gas activities.
It's a sequel to Paranormal Activity, actually.
Yeah.
Natural gas activities.
Prequel to Django Unchained, I think. So, Brendan, what did you think of it?
I liked it a lot. I liked it a whole bunch. It just... Gus Van Sant has this way of just really showing you how films should be made, in my opinion. I just like the way all the editing is done and the way he places all of the shots and all the actors, and just like he gets really great performances out of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
John Krasinski, in my opinion, was one of the weaker parts of the film. I was most looking forward to seeing him be in like what will get nominated for. I mean, this movie's gonna get nominated for an Oscar, I imagine. It's definitely one of the top 10, and it's getting touted as being one of those. If it's not, then I'm lying to you. But anyway, I think I was just really excited to see John Krasinski, and I don't think he held up his end, honestly, especially compared to Matt Damon, who killed it. Matt Damon killed it. I'm not a huge Matt Damon fan. He killed it.
Matt Damon's always pretty flawless for me, but in this
great.
Especially, I was really, really excited about his performance.
He was great. I was blown away by Matt Damon, and just everyone involved was so good, and the story was so interesting, and really, you can really take sides. You can really pick sides. You can pick the John Krasinski side, or you can pick the Matt Damon side. And I'm wondering what you guys thought, but we'll get to that later, what you guys thought side-wise. But
yes.
I'll agree with that. Alright, I will first say that I do like the way everything was shot and put together. I thought it looked beautiful. I did. And specifically, there is one shot montage kind of collection thing where they shoot a collection of clips of the town itself, and I was just like, whoa, it blew my mind because it was so well placed and it was so beautifully taken.
And all the helicopter shots too.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I think what I liked, which I like that you guys mentioned, is the landscape kind of parts. But what I love that Gus Van Sant does is very personal shots of just individuals. You noticed a lot when they would look through the crowds, and it would just be like a very close up with extreme aperture on individuals, and it really brought it home for me.
However, I really did not like the movie as much as everyone else.
Oh.
I don't know. I had gone into it not knowing what this movie was, and I wasn't as captivated by the story at all.
Really?
I wasn't bored. I kept up, but there was just definitely parts where I just kept thinking. I was like, I would not go to see this on on a regular thing. Like it was like such a bummer of a movie that it was just like I would not go to see this with my friends and hang out. This is what we should go see. Not that you guys aren't my friends, but because that's totally what it sounds like. No, they're my friends. But I definitely was just like, it was such a it wasn't a slow drag.
Yeah.
And because it was a short movie, it was not as long as I thought it was gonna be.
Well, it wasn't.
In comparison to what we've been watching lately, it was a short.
I mean, everything's like 2 hours long or something.
Yeah, and we were originally planning on seeing Zero Dark 30, and let's just say that didn't happen. But that movie is like 3 hours and something minutes, and this was,
So in comparison.
So,
sure.
I think the one review that we have out so far, it says you can really feel the length. Django Unchained, which should be out already, you can't feel the length. This movie, there's no length to feel.
So it felt great.
There's no feeling at all, except for great feelings.
Yes.
And really sad feelings.
Well, and sad feelings. It should be noted, Brendan leaving the theater in just an emotional, distressed state.
Terrible.
Just torn apart by this movie.
I couldn't handle some of the stuff that was going on.
I was very interested in your reaction.
Yeah.
Leaving the theater.
So I'm wondering, what side do you guys have? What side did you guys take?
Well,
did you take the...
I will say
or is it getting too heavy into spoilers, do you think?
No.
It's alright. It's alright.
Because there's clearly a side from the beginning that you're supposed to take either the side of the big corporation or the side of keeping the small town. The small town.
They really, really address all the pros and cons of both sides.
I'm wondering if either of you have seen the documentary Gasland?
Nope.
Great documentary. I absolutely recommend that. About the complications with fracking.
Yeah.
And just how dangerous and terrible it is to the land. So right off the bat, I had a bias going in from this amazing, amazing documentary.
So John Krasinski wins.
So John Krasinski was, but it's hard because Matt Damon's such a good job, such a good guy, and such a difficult kind of bad job almost. Although I guess I could see how you would be able to take his side. It's hard.
I kind of took his side.
Oh no!
I kind of took his side. Because here's the thing. I don't want to say too much, but I kind of ended up taking his side. I walked away from it thinking, like, just the side that John Krasinski is representing is unfortunate because it's an old way of thinking.
Okay.
And I think Matt Damon, what he's really trying to do is save the people and get them out of the area that's going to fail in time. You know, a lot of these people that are living in these places that he talks to throughout the movie are just living there because their parents handed it down to them and they don't want to be the ones to give it up. And that's a
really hard position.
It's a broken method of thought, in my opinion. And I think it's unfortunate that they feel trapped there. But they don't even feel trapped because they've been doing it for so long. They don't even realize that they're trapped.
You really feel the small townness of it all, which is...
You see the same people over and over again, too.
Yeah, and I thought that was really
very much due to Gus Van Sant. The way it was shot, the way you see it, it feels like a small town. And you have that internal conflict yourself, where it's, what would I do if I
You know, they go into a bar and you see all the same people at the bar, and every time they go to the bar. And it's like, that's exactly how it would be.
Yeah.
It was so real. It was so real.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
Yeah, it was really, it was like a really warm feeling.
Yeah.
It just didn't get me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird. Because I still look back and I'm just like, there was at no point was there like a drawing point for me. Like, yeah, there was great performances and things like that.
Yeah.
But there was never that one thing that was like, oh man, that really sucked me into the story.
Right.
Gus Van Sant, very understated director. Might have had to do with that.
Yeah.
So I can
would
see
agree.
where if you're partial to Flash and major sort of
Then
things, it
go
might
watch
be...
Dread 3D when it comes out on Blu-ray in February.
I think that was. I don't know. I'm agree with that. But
I don't know.
Well, I enjoyed the movie immensely, and
So
when it comes down to it, seeing it in theaters, I would say probably not. I don't think you need to see it in theaters. I don't think it's a theater experience. I would say save your money and go see something else, like maybe Django Unchained.
I would say probably double feature. See this first and then see Django.
I would say just probably not, because I would not tell someone to go. I would not tell someone to go pay money to go see this, because I mean, you're looking to have a good time with movies. This is not that.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It's sad. Bye guys.